Greetings all, welcome to episode 40 of Learn That Solo. Today we're going to be looking at the solo from Trust by Megadeth. Let's take a look. Guys, let's take a look at the first section. I'm going to start off with a big slide into 9 of the 3rd string and then hit it again when I get there. Then I hit it one more time and then I go to 9 of the 4th string. Then I've got a bend on 11 of the 2nd string. So all together. Okay, now the next bit we slide into 9 of the 4th string now. And then I drop down to 9 of the 3rd string and hit that twice. So I go. Then I hit it one more time and then go back up to 9 of the 4th string. And I got a big bend on 12 of the 3rd. Okay, so let's have a look at the whole solo thus far. Okay, then we've got the same idea that we just had where we're sliding to 9 of the 4th and then hitting 9 of the 3rd string twice. Okay, so from that point, I want to slide into 14 of the 4th string and work down sort of an E minor-y arpeggio thing. I'm sliding into 14 of the 4th string and then going 12 and 12 of the 2nd and the 3rd string, 3rd then 2nd. And then I jump back, so it's got a bit of an augmented vibe here. I'm hitting 11 of the 1st string and then I bend 12 pretty far. I think it's about a full tone, but just a little bit more. So let's try just that most recent section. Okay, then I do 2 bends on 14 of the 1st string. We don't really want to hear the down part of the 2nd one though. Okay, and at the end of that, I want to play a bend on 2 of the 3rd string. Well, I do 2 bends, and then I do a 3rd, which has got a bit of vibrato at the end, so I'll go. Let's try the whole first section from the start. I'll just play it all a little bit slower, and hopefully we can piece it together from that. So we're going to go. Alright guys, let's have a look at the second section. I'm going to start off with a slide into 16 of the 3rd string. I'm going to hit 17 of the 2nd twice. And then I want to hit 15 of the 1st and then work my way up this kind of E minor arpeggio idea. So I go. So that build I was doing there was 15 of the 1st, 17 of the 2nd, 16 of the 3rd. So the whole thing one more time. After that I've got a bend on 18 of the 1st string. And it's only sort of a semitone bend, so it sounds a bit out of place. It's a bit gross, but it does bend into tune eventually, and then we hit it at the top of that. So I want to go hit it again. After I've hit it that 2nd time, I want to bring the bend down and then pull off to 17 and 15 of that string, and then go to 17 of the 2nd string and hit it twice. So I go. Let's try the whole thing thus far. We'll try and end on that 17 note twice at the end of it. So we're going to go. Okay. The second half of that phrase goes. Let's slow that down. I'm going 16 of the 3rd string, and then 17, 19 on the 2nd. And then after that, I want to go 15, 19, 15 on the 1st. So I'll slow that down. And then at the end of that, I want to go to 19 of the 2nd, and then 15, 19 on the 1st, so it'll go, and then do a really big bend from that 19 note. So it'll go. Alright, let's try the whole thing. let's have a look at the last section. We're going to go 19, 22 on the first, and then bend the 22, and then bring it down. And then after that, I've just got a lot of bends up, and occasionally I'll hit the second string, and it kind of gets that sort of gross rock sound of just sort of rocking it out. So on and so forth. And then after that, we get into this ridiculous run to finish off the solo. So I'll play it, the whole thing a little bit slowly with some breaks. All right, let's have a look at that whole thing, and I'll explain it a little better. We want to go 17, 15, 12 on the second string. Now, I prefer to use these fingers because of the sweep that follows, but I guess you could go between the ring and the pinky or the middle and the ring. It's completely up to you. So I'm going 17, 15, 12 as a pull-off on the second string, and then I go to that evil tritone note on 15 of the third string. And then after that, I want to work this shape in and out. So it's going to go 12, 15, 17, 15, 12. So all together. Okay, so that's the first little chunk. And then I've sort of got this sweep into a little bit of legato stuff at the bottom. So what I'm doing here, the little phrase that I'm sweeping is I'm going 14 of the third, 12 of the second, and 10 of the first. So when I get to the pointer at the bottom of that, I want to legato this phrase in and out pretty quickly. I'm going to go 10, 12, 14 on the first. So we're going to go, and then just reverse your way up that sweep, which is 12 of the second and 14 of the third. So altogether we're going to go, sort of go. Okay, hopefully that's making sense. And we want to do this phrase that we just did where we're legatoing to the 14 with the sweep. That's exactly the same thing twice. Okay, and the third time we do it, all that changes is that the top note hits 15 instead of 14. So the sweep and the leading in two notes are the same, and the legato idea is exactly the same. We're just making the last note high. So I'll play just from the sweeps, and I'll play that a little bit slower. So the first one's ending on 14. Second one, also 14. Third one, 15. And making sure we end back on the third string on the 14th fret. Okay, and there's a little run after that. So after we've done the sweep, we've kind of ended on 14 of the third string, and I'll go. Let's slow that down. So from that 14 note, I'm going to 12 of the second string, and then I'm playing 15 to 12 as a pull-off, and then 14 to 12 as a pull-off. And then I go to 15 of the third string, and then back down to the pointer. So it'll go, so from here. And then at the end of that, I want to work my way down the pentatonic with the accidental. So it's going to go 15, 14, 12 as a pull-off. And I do 14, 12 as a pull-off on the fourth string. And I want to hit the 14 again at the end of that. So it'll go. Okay, so it'll go. Let's try that whole last run again, a little bit slower, and then we'll finish it off. Play it a little faster. And that's it. That's the Trust solo. Hope you guys have enjoyed that, and I'll catch you real soon.